I have been waiting to get the Mind Games Soulmate collection in a discovery set. Up till now, I've only seen it in the larger atomizer set, but they came out with a smaller size, the mini discovery set. I am so excited to dive into this. I just got home from work, but I can't wait any longer. Let's open it up together. The Soulmate collection is the newer series of Mind Games fragrances. The first line was the Artisan collection, and now we have the Soulmate collection. In the Soulmate collection, we have Ruy Lopez, Gambit, Sissa, French Defense, Emprise, Sans Voir, The Forward, Queening, The Airy, and Leonora. Some of these I have tried already because they were in the Amber Discovery set. In my Neiman Marcus Advent Calendar, I got Emprise. Some of these we have experienced before. We have the 5 black and the 5 white. Let's start with Ruy Lopez and just go through them. It's so cute how each of these little vials even has its own decorative box. We'll just do finger testers. Different. Definitely more masculine. I get like walking into the Ralph Lauren store in Chicago on Michigan Ave. Like that leather citrus type scent. Definitely more masculine. Let's look up the notes of this one. I wasn't too far off. Ruy Lopez is considered a woody aromatic green fragrance. Top notes of black tea, black pepper, and cherry. I definitely get the cherry, and the tea is probably the citrus maybe. Middle rose, dark rum, and Divana. Definitely getting the rum. Perhaps a bit of the Divana, and then the dry down patchouli, leather, and oak wood. I told you right away that leather note, like expensive leather mixed with the oak wood and the patchouli. I totally can get that now. But yes, definitely on the masculine side, but it's enticing. It's, like I said, luxurious Ralph Lauren Michigan Ave shopping type scent. All right, moving on. This is sexy. I think still more on the men's side though, like a citrus aromatic. Let's see what it says about Gambit. Way off. Top is petrograin, lavender, and clove. The middle cardamom, geranium, Madagascar, mimosa abs, dry down patchouli, sandalwood dresch, and ambrose star. I like it though. This is a sexy men's scent. I mean, I'd get like the same vibe as like Acqua di Gio, or it reminds me of something. I can't place it though. It's on like the tip of my tongue. I can't place what it is. But yeah, more of that citrus, aromatic, airy type scent. So far, 2 out of 2 for men. Very enticing. Could go either one. All right, let's move on to Sissa. This one I have experienced before. It was in the Amber set. Gotta say, to be all honest, it wasn't one of my favorites. It smells boozy to me, like cherry booze. Cherry bourbon type scent. Let's look at the notes. Way off on my note placing. Considered an amber edible woody scent. Top is ambrette seed, sesame seed oil, and coumaron. The middle is milk accord, roasted tonka bean, jasmine sambac, dry down cistus labdanum, vanilla Madagascar, and musk. Okay, I could see the milk accord as well as the roasted tonka bean. It kind of has a similar, more woody version of BDK Velvet Tonka, but with an edgy wood vibe to it. Definitely different, but not one of my favorites. Next, we have French Defense. French Defense, I'm going to be doing a longer review on. I smell good over here. But to give you a quick rundown on French Defense before I give you my more lengthy review, coming in the very near future. French Defense is more of a cherry amber type scent. It starts off with top notes of cherry, violet leaves, and chamomile. The middle notes, geranium, Madagascar, rose absolu, and mimosa. Dry down amber, cedar wood, and blonde wood. Think like Tom Ford dark cherry, or even Creed Carmina, kind of that cherry fruity vibe to it, but don't get it twisted. The experience of French Defense is not the same as Carmina or Lost Cherry. It is its own entity. And like I said, I will go into it in more depth in the very near future, but it is one of my favorite scents in the Soulmate collection. Emprise is another of my favorites in this collection. It is considered a woody citrus, and that is definitely the vibe that I get from this one. It comes in pound in citrus. Top notes, saffron, ginger Madagascar, and bergamot. Middle notes, geranium Madagascar, sugar accord, and cassis. Dry down vetiver Madagascar, moss, and cedarwood. Again, a woody citrus scent. This one, definitely middle of the road. It does not lean more masculine or feminine. It is just a sweeter citrus type scent with a woody dry down, and I'm there for it. I really enjoy En Prise. It is definitely one of my favorites in the Soulmate collection. Next we have Sans Voir. I believe that means without looking. Oh, that's a nice one. Definitely on the feminine side. That's nice. It's considered a floral woody. Top notes, salt, grapefruit, and cypress. It's funny, salt isn't a common note in fragrances, yet in Mind Games I've seen it now twice. But salt, grapefruit, and cypress. The middle notes, rose, incense, and freesia. The dry down, Palo Santo, guaiac wood, and eco musk. I like this one though. It's very different with the grapefruit, the salt, the freesia. It is definitely unique, and difficult to explain, but when you read, you definitely pick up the freesia, you definitely pick up the grapefruit, and the salt just gives it like an aquatic, it just kind of cuts that freshness. It gives it more of an attitude. But yeah, I like that. That's different. The forward. I just did my mini review on the forward. Looking at the notes, I was like, basic, and then I experienced it. This is a phenomenal fragrance. Definitely middle of the road. I wouldn't say more feminine or masculine. The opening, lemon, mandarin Madagascar, and pomelo. The middle, jasmine sambac, tonka bean, and that salt accord again. The dry down, vanilla Madagascar, sandalwood drush, and cashmeran. I was blown away by the forward. Like I said, I didn't think that was going to be one that I was particularly drawn to, but it is definitely a heavy rotation in the fragrances I have been wearing lately. It's everything that I want in a fragrance right now. It starts off more on the citrus side, but then it quickly has this warm breeze wave through that you just want to envelop yourself in. So it's not citrus, it's not aquatic, but it's not a velvet or cotton blanket either. I just really enjoy the forward. Queening, I thought I was going to fall in love with. It had all of the notes that I thought would be a definite hit in my book. I mean, it's enjoyable. It's unique. It's just not, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with this fragrance. It is not a turnoff. It's kind of one where I feel like the more I experience it, the more I'm going to fall in love with, but it's not love at first sniff. Top notes of queening, clean cotton accord, cypress and apple. The middle notes, orris, rum, saffron, dry down, whipped vanilla bean, fluffy musk, and coconut. It's considered an amber woody fragrance. The scent of cotton just, I don't know, you'd think that is warm and inviting like laundry, but to me there's just something a bit off-putting with it. The cypress I think is a bit noticeable, and then you also get the vanilla bean, the rum, the saffron, the musk. It's different. The more you experience it, the more you'll fall in love with it, but just at this point, it's not one of the ones I'm gonna jump at first. But yeah, that rum and the saffron together, it's interesting. It's one of those where you want to keep investigating it further. The last two I have not experienced before, so this is going to be new for me too. Very citrus, like a lemon drop, like a sugar-covered lemon drop. That's nice too. All right, let's look at Vieri. Vieri is a citrus woody. Top note, red lemongrass, Madagascar, lemon and pink pepper. Middle note, peony, camellia tea, rouge grosse de l'air, and dry down incense, musk, and amberwood. I'm not a huge fan of incense, but incense seems to be a note in a lot of these fragrances as well. Definitely get the lemongrass and the lemon, maybe a bit of the tea, maybe a hint of the amberwood, but really I'm getting mainly citrus. I'm enjoying it. That's a nice scent. I'm gonna have to investigate that one further. I'll have to wear it for a day. Citrus as a whole, the longevity of citrus fragrances tends to be lighter. I would wonder the longevity of that one, but I'll have to look into that further. Lastly, we have Leonora. Leonora is considered a floral, fruity white flower, and I have heard wonderful things about this one. So I think we're gonna go ahead and just apply this to my wrist and see how it goes. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's nice. Leonora, top note passion fruit, tonka bean and ginger Madagascar. Middle, apricot skin, osmanthus delaire, freesia. And the dry down is sandalwood, tonka lactone, captive, and eco musk. Considered a floral, fruity white flower. I thought I smelled lily of the valley in this, but it's not listed as a note. I think you definitely get the passion fruit right away. Maybe the apricot skin as well. And a bit of the osmanthus. I don't pick up the freesia as much. We'll let it dry down a bit. That's nice though. All of these fragrances really just smell expensive to me. This one, I get like a Audrey Hepburn, Grace Kelly on a day off type scent, where they're out in a dress on the town, going shopping or yachting. It smells like an expensive, classy young lady. And by young, I don't mean teenager, but like, you know, 20s, 30s. Very ladylike, very luxury ladylike. Like the floral gardens of the Queen's Rose Gardens. I can't think of where that is, but in England. Or what, you know, what palace that is. Comment below if you know the name of that. It's gonna bug me. I'll have to Google it. But yeah, that's nice. That's definitely nice. This is where I'm torn, because if I was gonna put these in order of which ones I liked best, I don't know. I'm really liking a lot of them. Even that Roy Lopez is growing on me. It's like after dinner cocktails in an expensive lounge. When I lived in Chicago, there was a restaurant, Wildfire. And the bar there is what I'm thinking, you know, like cocktails, after dinner drinks with like a highball glass of whiskey with a Bordeaux cherry or something, with some smart shoes. This guy wearing this, smart shoes on him with some tailored pants. Anyway, I digress. Roy Lopez for men, definitely a hit. Gambit on the masculine side, definitely a hit. Gambit more on the masculine side. Cisa was not a favorite. French Defense really liked it. Emprise really liked it. Sans Voir really liked it. The Forward liked it. Queenine is on standby right now. Vieri I liked. Maybe not a favorite, but I definitely liked it. And Leonora. Leonora gives me goosebumps when I smell it. Now, keep that in mind. I do smell Lily of the Valley, and Lily of the Valley actually is not one of my favorite scents. I can see possibly if I sprayed too much of this, maybe it bothering me, but lightly, oh my gosh, nice. I enjoy 8 of 10 of them, so I consider this a success on Mind Games' part. This set, the mini discovery set, is available on So Avant Garde. You can use my coupon code of CAT20 to get a discount off of it, as well as anything at So Avant Garde. They're like the luxury of the luxurious fragrances there. If you are on the fence of what Mind Games fragrance that you want to invest in, I definitely suggest that you get one of the discovery sets and just, you know, try them out. Try them out for a few days and see how you like them, how they wear on you. Because again, fragrances definitely wear different on different people. You want to give it a few days and experience, you know, open notes to the dry down and see what suits you. Fragrance is so personal. I do blind buy some fragrances, but they make me very nervous because, you know, just like even smelling these as we went through them, some of them really touched me and others were like, I don't see them as my style per se. But the discovery sets are a great way to go to just dip your feet in the water and see which one best fits you. So again, this is the Soulmate collection that we talked about today. You also can get the Artisan Discovery Kit. And again, they have a larger Discovery Kit where you actually get an atomizer of each of the fragrances as opposed to a 2 milliliter vial. Mind Games Soulmate collection available at So Avant Garde. I'm going to end with words from one of my favorite actors, Kermit the Frog. Be thankful for the bad things in life, for they opened our eyes to the good things that you weren't paying attention to before. Love you all. For a more in-depth review for one of the Mind Games fragrances, please go here. Love you all. Bye-bye.